How's it going? My name is Parker Lee Gunnell. This is my music concert submission. I went to the University Singers concert last Thursday. I believe it was the 8th or the 6th last. So yeah. So let's get into it. I got a few notes written down here just so I kind of keep track of where I am. I picked a couple songs for the beginning, middle, and end of the concert. So I guess we'll go through those first. They started off with a song called "Here," and then they kind of just kept going into another song called "We Are," and they ended with "Tara." Those are the first three, and then around the middle of the concert, they did a song called "Stomp on Fire." And there was a question at the top, and it said, "What do you stand for?" And that song kind of portrayed like that emotional feeling of like almost like power and like dominance. Like we are us, and like this is who we are. And there, everyone was stomping and clapping throughout the concert, and I thought that was one of the better songs. I really enjoyed that. And then at the end, I think it was the second to last song, they did "Sweet Home Alabama," and that was great. I mean, we go to Alabama, it should be everyone's favorite song. And it was like if you took away the instruments and it was just singing, they kind of did it almost like in a melody. I thought it was great. So yeah, so those are some songs throughout the concert. Emotionally, how I felt in the beginning, it almost felt like Hope. The songs were a lot softer and kind of like everyone in the whole choir was all on the same melody, and it was amazing. And then "Stomp on Fire," like I said, that was kind of like a motivational song. I thought that song was great. I feel like we should perform that at the football games. You have the whole stadium stomping their feet at the same time. I think that would be really cool. And then "Sweet Home Alabama," I mean, that's just like a great song. I was happy. And yeah, so that's question one. Going to question two. There were no instruments in the concert, so that makes it easy. The performers, it looked like they enjoyed performing. They had a girl come out and do a solo, and then they had a guy come out and do a solo. And they were laughing and having so much fun. But the whole choir as a whole, they were all singing in unison. They split during one song. They split them up, and they had the right side and the left side. And the right side, I would describe it as like bass. When it comes to like different type of singing voices, it was a very deep male voice, and then the right side was more like tenor. It was like a higher pitched male voice. Even the girls, when they were chiming in, it was still on a deeper tone though. It wasn't anything that stood out, but they were on each side, and it was almost like they were battling each other with the different tone of their voices, and I thought that was really cool. The conductor, it was a female. She had blonde hair. I mean, but what I noticed about her was throughout the concert, obviously she was standing in the middle directing everyone. But when it came time for a solo, she kind of stepped aside, and it almost seemed like the whole all the performers, like they almost, were all on beat, without her directly in front. And so, the person could do the solo, could be in the spotlight. And I thought that was, amazing. Some aspects of the event that were new to me, which I thought was weird, was at one point all the performers, they stepped down from the stage and they came around us, and they filled up the whole concert hall with their voices. They were on the second level, and it sounded like their singing was coming from all directions instead of just straight on. Since it was vocal only, there was no instruments or anything. Their voices kind of had to like mimic like a beat, as if like there was a drummer in the background or something. And they were they were like smiling kind of to like convey like when it was happy, or kind of like frowning or making an angry face to convey the different emotions, which made it easier to like read what was going on throughout the song. Let's see. Anything unexpected happen? Um, no, the only thing that I thought was unexpected was it actually being really funny. Um, like there was a couple parts in the concert where I was just laughing. I thought it was so they were just, trying to find funny ways to be funny, and it was hilarious. Everyone was laughing, and that kind of made the whole concert worth it, in my opinion. Um, the event ended. Like like in the beginning, it kind of just started. They just started singing, and at the end, they kind of slowly kind of tapered off, and it kind of just ended like that. So kind of the same from the beginning, but they got a standing ovation, of course. What did I enjoy? I enjoyed, at least the concert was fun. It was the first time I've ever been to a concert with, no instruments or anything, just primarily singing. And that was kind of a cool, unique experience like that I've never experienced before. And what I want to know more about, I want to know more about just them in general. I think it's pretty cool that they're going to Germany. And, when they stood up there and said, they were going in a week or two, I was like, that's amazing. And, I would like to know if, the pure talent of, those individuals. And yeah, so you have a good weekend, and I'll see you soon.